Hey guys, today we're going to explain Docker Compose. So Docker Compose makes it simple and easy to maintain, manage, and set up multi-container Docker applications. So I've previously set up this directory. We have a Docker Compose file, which is needed when using Docker Compose. So what we have here are two services, a backend and a Postgres database. So the backend is one container, the Postgres database is another container sharing the same network. So this particular backend, we're going to build an image from a Docker file within the directory backend. We're port forwarding on port 3000 from the host to the container. And we have an environment variable called Postgres URL with a connection string to connect to our Postgres database. So this particular service, the backend, depends on Postgres. So this service, Postgres, needs to start before this backend can initiate. So it's kind of the same thing with this service. So it has an image, Postgres. It's going to pull this from Docker Hub instead of building it, and it's using the latest tag. Environment variables, so I've got a user, a password, and a database. And we're port forwarding from the host to the container on 5432. So let's take a look at our backend where our Node.js server gets built. So in here we have our Docker file. So this particular Docker file is being built from a Node base image. We've set the working directory to /app. We're copying the package.json file and the server.js file into the working directory, which is /app. The package.json file will have the server.js's dependencies in it. So anything this Node server needs to run. Once we run npm install, it will find the packages that it needs to install within this package.json file and install those packages into a folder called npm_modules. Sorry, node modules. It's going to expose the application port 3000 and run the application. So this is the command npm start to run a node application. So what's happening in here? We've got Express as one of our dependencies and Postgres PG as one of our other dependencies. You don't really need to know what's happening within this Node.js file, just know that we're going to connect to the PostgreSQL database. And the package.json file has all the dependencies in there. You see Express and then version, PG and the version. All right, so let's come back here and run Docker compose up. Let's see how that works. So here's Postgres. Database system is ready to accept connections and connected to Postgres. So if we come over to localhost 3000 and we connect, we can see user connected from IP. That's just my LAN IP, and hello from Node.js backend with PostgreSQL. All right, thanks guys.